Hey, mamma mia.
Hey,
Hey, mamma mia, make the pizza.
Oh, you wanted the pizza?
Hey,
Oh,
who ordered the pizza?
it's the extra pepperoni on it.
Did you ask for a pepperoni or a peppercini?
Oh, it's the extra cheese.
Extra cheese.
Oh, it's
Mozzarella.
Oh, I love the mozzarella.
Hey, mamma mia.
Oh, mamma mia.
Call it the pizza, make it the pizza.
Where's my
Mamma mia, mamma mia, tuna jam, mamma mia.
Oh, extra Toon jam on this one.
Toon jam. Toon jam. Hello and welcome once more to Toon Jam.
Toon jam.
I'm Matt.
And I'm J-Man.
And today we are covering a request. So, if you've sent us requests, don't worry, we are making our way through them.
Yes,
We're getting there. Yes, you will be featured. And today's episode is Samurai Pizza Cats.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember this classic. Samurai Pizza Cats was originally aired in Japan in 1990 for 54 episodes, interestingly.
Quite a streak.
Yeah, and then it was shown in America, translated obviously, in 1991 and ran until... Oh no, sorry, it were in 93, sorry. Oh no, wait, hold on. In America it was 91, in England it was 93.
We got it late, yeah.
And in Canada it was 96.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's the 90s postal service for
That's
you.
it. Absolute classic.
Yeah, about 2 years it takes to get from one place to
a little bit of info about the show. The translations for it were either very poor or non-existent. So the who was it that acquired Saban Entertainment? They had to rewrite the episodes.
Really?
Yeah, so they just had to redo a script, and this is pretty much it's like half a product of translation, half a product of 90s cartoons, in which it was poorly translated whilst also trying to be wacky, self-referential, Animaniacs style, Nickelodeon early sort of doors style of entertainment, and that's how we got the Samurai Pizza Cats, which is a very, very different sort of Japanese. I mean, if you look at like Pokemon that we did last week, that's a completely different example of a translated Japanese cartoon to Samurai Pizza Cats,
which is I mean, I think once you get onto a name that encompasses a handful of different things, you're onto something that's already like a bizarre blend, aren't you, really? Like,
it's certainly wacky.
Yes,
I think is the word.
Yes. Yeah.
So we watched episode 1, which has got another classic 90s titled episode with the theme of puns in mind. Stop dragging my cat around. So do you want to run us through the plot? Yes.
So we sort of get a very basic establishment of the characters who it opens in the pizza shop.
In the pizza shop. I mean, I don't know. It sort of introduces you to the concept, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From the get-go, which by the end I was still left unsure as to.
It's very loose. I think
it feels like a Japanese copy, but whilst also being pretty original, of Ninja Turtles. It's of that time, isn't it, where you've got all these Ninja Turtles copies, and this is what Japan came out with, which is definitely the most different of all of them. Like, it doesn't feel like a Ninja Turtles copy, but it is cats that are samurais instead of ninjas. It's there, and they also like pizza. Like the Ninja Turtles.
That's in the name. It's like straight away.
But they actually work as in the pizza shop. So the samurai, one's a girl and two are guys.
Yeah.
I don't remember the names.
I think the girl's called Polyester or something.
Yeah, it's something like that, innit? I don't know what the guys are called.
They're such bizarre names. Yeah. I thought they were all going to be pizza related. I think one of them is, maybe.
One is like pepperoni or something.
Yeah, something daft. Like
that. But they work in the pizza shop. Does one work behind the counter?
Yeah, I think, you didn't really see them that much. I think there was two girls at the start that were like
I think
complaining.
There's one of the girls, I think,
just actually works.
Is Polyester.
Yeah.
And the other one, I think, just works with him and is like some other character.
Yeah, it was a bit bizarre. They had a bit of a kerfuffle in the pizza shop. Some guys
they're
trying to order.
Competing, aren't they?
Yeah. And then the two guys are basically they're a bit love struck for this girl who's ordered a pizza.
Cecilia.
Yeah. And so they head out to deliver her pizza, but they both get sort of caught up serenading her, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, that's quite a good bit. But
yeah,
I mean, again, can't help but feel like I would like to have watched it with the original translation.
Yeah,
because it's like, I mean, a sort of an example. They just keep saying like I don't know how to describe it. It's like they've watched it and they're making jokes whilst watching it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're doing this. And then they just keep referencing what they're doing to a point that it doesn't feel like the character's saying it. It feels like a commentary off whose line is it anyway.
Yeah, it's really...
Two people have come up with.
It's really strange, isn't it? Like how quick all the stuff overlaps.
Yeah.
Like the pace is just like insane. Like you can't keep up with it.
And it's like one of them, you know, when you used to see in like The Simpsons or something, when they'd make fun of anime cartoons, and how they would dub like, oh, I can't believe what's oh, this is the best thing ever, and this is the best example of that I've ever seen.
Really, yeah,
because it's
like
they don't know what's going on.
No,
there's a bit where they're fighting over this girl, and one of them picks up a tree out of the ground, and whacks the other with it. And then he's like, I can't believe you just did that. That's so bad for the environment. Yeah. He's like, you talk about the environment, and then they have this argument about the environment. And she's just like, stop talking politics. Oh no. Yeah. And then like shoots loads of bombs out.
Yeah. It's like,
what is going on?
Maybe that was the only way to make sense out of the crazy stuff.
I suppose, you know, if they didn't have a translation, what else could they do?
To be fair,
but.
I mean,
you'd at least try, I suppose.
Yeah. Like if you were just given the animations for this, you'd had to fill out
seems
words
like
for
an
when
impossible task.
Characters are opening their mouths. You would end up with some madness like that.
It's just very weird.
It did make me laugh several times just because of how weird it was. And when the one guy, the blue cat, is trying to serenade.
With that poem.
Yeah, he's like, a pizza without a flower is like a game of squash without a shower.
What he says to is like, you are a pretty puss with the most pretty puss.
Yeah, which I was like, I did have to rewind at that point because I was like, hold on.
That's not. I mean, we talk about squeezing in like adult jokes, but that's not. That is just what
explicit.
Yeah, it's just like it's not even funny.
No,
you're just like, oh, that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, I know. I was like, is that an accident?
It's gone too far.
Yeah, I genuinely had to press rewind on that one because I was like, hold on.
It's dead. Yeah, it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
This whole scene is
so because it does spiral out of control. So that this kind of seems like a fairly typical scene from a cartoon where the guys are
competing
swooning over a girl and stuff. But then a series of events happens that basically just involve a the clouds.
A dragon sort of came out of nowhere and leveled part of
this.
What is it called? Little Tokyo.
Little Tokyo,
yeah. So it levels part of the city. And then everyone's like, "Oh no, what can we do?" And the all these sort of people in charge are arguing, aren't they?
Yeah, there's this sort of council meeting of bizarre characters,
and it's just that all the characters are robot versions of animals, basically, aren't they? So they're like half animal, half robot.
Yeah.
But not in a cyborg way.
No.
In a way that I can't tell if it's the art style or they are a robot.
Yeah, I think it's almost like they've got animals and then like shoved them into robot suits.
Yeah.
And then like you can just see their face sort of like poking out.
But then bits of their face sometimes.
Oh, robotic. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very weird.
It is weird.
Yeah. But they have a meeting and they're all on about sales, on whether they should get rid of the dragon, and a lot of them are like, no, because my steel umbrellas are rocketing in sales, so I don't think we should do anything about it.
It's like a weird sort of quip on capitalism in a way.
Yeah,
that's like...
and the only one that wants to do something about it is the guy that's actually orchestrated the whole thing.
Yeah.
Who's the villain and who's like a sort of fox, and he. But he wants to stop it because he wants them to bribe it.
Yeah.
Which is such a weird, like, how do you stop a dragon? Bribe it.
Let's give it some money. Right,
so yeah, he wants to bribe it so that obviously he'll get all the money.
Yeah.
He'll be rich.
That's it.
Doesn't have to. He can bring the dragon out again, I suppose. But then another one's like, I agree with you. We need to do something. But what we need is the samurai pizza cats.
Let's get the pizza cats in.
Yeah, the theme tune starts. Samurai
pizza cats.
With that guy.
Who decided that he was going to do the song?
I can't believe it. Oh, they may be animated, but they're cats. Samurai pizza cats.
He just says bizarre
really
lines.
Annoying voice.
Yeah,
I like the self-referential jokes weren't funny.
Yeah,
they did like
it was
over
strange.
Too many of them that constantly saying this is a cartoon, this is a cartoon. Remember, this is a. Don't forget, you're watching a cartoon.
Yeah, it started off like, okay, but then it kept happening.
Yeah, it's like okay, stop it now. It's like the only gag they've got. Yeah, but yeah, so they get them, and then we see the most anime scene ever of them kitting out, getting ready.
Yeah,
they're like called back to the pizza shop.
Yeah,
we've got to get ready, and they start putting on bits of kit that they're already wearing.
Yeah, that was strange. I didn't really get that.
Ching, ching, one by one. Ching, 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 ching. Like if you watch Batman, getting changed like that in a film, it'd take a long time.
You'd think he transformed into the Batmobile.
You're basically just watching him get changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that classic like Xena cutscene of just like close-ups.
Ching, 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 bit by bit by bit by bit.
Which I didn't make sense because they're kind of already in that weird cyborg.
They're already wearing it, yeah.
But then they put like an extra layer on. Like,
I think it's just a classic trope, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like animation of that era when you've got an action scene.
Yeah.
It's like the Power Rangers thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Kit up, get ready. They mean business.
That was made by Saban as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
right,
so
maybe they've got like guys in
I
house.
think that's what inspired them, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Power Rangers is essentially a live action anime. Isn't
yeah. Maybe Samurai Pizza Cats has got some Easter eggs in there that no one's spotted yet.
Maybe that. I mean, maybe they were like, this has got something to it.
Yeah.
Samurai Pizza Cats. As stupid as we've made it, as much as we've ruined what it could. Maybe Power Rangers came from that.
How can we make this live action?
Yeah,
like people need more samurai.
Take out the
pizzas.
Cats.
Yeah.
Take out the cats. Take out the samurais.
Okay. Yeah.
And change them. Add rangers.
Yeah.
That have power. Basically,
that sounds good.
Basically, take everything out, but keep that one bit where they're getting changed.
I like that. There we go.
There you go. And fighting a dragon as well.
Yeah, that's true.
The fight, because then it follows with a fight, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They fight the dragon with weapons that.
Yeah.
The first one has a sort of an umbrella, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Which it heats up. Which is supposed to be like a pizza oven.
Yeah.
And that like starts heating up the dragon and all his little mates. And they're like, they're so hot. And then she starts using
like
heart ninja stars.
Yeah.
And taking out the little, goons. And then the other guy uses the most overpowered flipping...
The ultimate sword of ultimate time.
Yeah, and just slices everything in half.
Because it's got like a self-sharpening sheath. So he just takes it out and then cuts...
Just one slice.
Yeah.
Doesn't he? Just in front of him.
Yeah.
And it sends a shockwave of slice.
Yeah, like it slices the air. It's that sharp.
And everything's cut in two and the day is saved.
Yeah.
That's basically...
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's fair to say that like it's very aware of what it is. Probably too aware.
That's the problem.
Of what it is.
It's way too aware.
Yeah. But so there are some little nods to Turtles in there as well. Like,
yeah, they mentioned, don't they? There's a home for aging Ninja Turtles. At one point.
Yeah. And he says cowabunga.
Did he?
Yeah. Which is pretty funny.
Yeah. See, if it was just like, if that was the extent of the references, you'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
It definitely suffers from a lack of a translation. Whether it's just whether or not they chose to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they would have just translated it, wouldn't they? If they had the stuff there.
Yeah.
It was definitely like, even when you see next week on, they show you a next episode, and it didn't tell you anything about the next episode. It looked exactly the same as this episode, but it was just full of that commentator guy talking about how it's a cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
that's really weird.
Yeah, sure. The Samurai Pizza Cats are a cartoon.
So they're
made of pen and ink.
Yeah. There's a bit about like how the girl was just a nicely drawn anime character or whatever. They talk about them being characters. Like at one point they sort of like the cats themselves break the fourth wall and talk about how they spoke to their producer and stuff like that.
They do that twice, because they talk about producer, they also talk about their agents.
Yeah. It's just dead weird. So I don't think kids would be like, oh yeah, this bit's sick.
Did you... Oh, I'll tell you what, let's quickly just discuss memories. What are your memories of Samurai Pizza Cats growing up? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did check it out a few times. All I remember is the theme, the weird
Samurai
animation.
Pizza Cats.
Yeah,
a bunch of cats, they're the cartoons. Samurai Pizza Cats. I'll tell you what was cool before we go on, actually, just because I feel like the animation is good.
Yeah.
But that gun that fires them, the pizza shop turns into a gun and fires them out to the dragon. That was like, what is that? Sorry,
I didn't. Yeah, I was looking at that thinking, like, is that a revolver?
Like, what are they going to do with this?
Yeah, and then it happened.
Not a cannon, because you just had a simple cannon.
No,
it was a full-on cowboy gun. But did you watch it?
I mainly remember the theme. Like, I just remember watching it at my nan's house. Like, just it being on. I'm pretty sure that it was so fast paced that like I never really got what was happening.
No,
I think I just liked the idea of it.
Yeah,
and thought it was fun, but nothing ever sunk in.
No,
but maybe that's because there wasn't much.
Well, I don't even remember. I didn't know it existed until we started doing this show, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, we could do that." And I was like, "I don't know what it is, but just pretend I do." Yeah.
Oh yeah, my fave.
Yeah. Oh, great. So this was entirely new to me. But yeah, I don't know. Were there any toys or anything?
I don't feel like I remember any.
That could be why.
Yeah, that it never stuck around.
Memorable, yeah.
But it's got that sort of the sort of Neon Genesis kind of that Robotech-y kind of
thing. It's like
Voltron. I think that's the weird thing, is that like they're meant to be samurai, but there's nothing sort of like ancient about their armor. It's all very high tech, sort of retro future Japanese kind of stuff. Yeah,
that work in a pizza shop.
Yeah,
just watching it. I mean, this is the first episode, so this should introduce you to the premise at least a bit.
Yeah,
and by the end of it, I didn't feel like I knew the characters. I didn't feel like I knew why they worked in a pizza shop.
No. Well, I mean, they used a sword, and there was pizza and pizza deliveries.
There was. I mean, I can see the name, why they called it that, but I can't see why they chose. It was like they came up with the name before they came up with the show. Like they did one of them lists where like you just pick 3 words from these massive lists. So,
they went to like
we've got a list of like job titles here, list of just inanimate objects and things, and then a list of animals make your title.
It was like they went to like the Wu-Tang name generator and was just like put in the original show name.
It's like you're the Samurai Pizza Cat.
Cool. Yeah,
wicked. I'll use that for the name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like the pizza bit. I just can't understand why that's in it. I mean, it must be because of turtles.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's definitely a part of it.
It doesn't feel like that warrants enough.
I mean,
reason.
Maybe there's maybe there's like a 10-episode arc about like intricacies about pizza somewhere along the line. But I don't feel like
I don't know how many arcs this show would have.
No.
It would be interesting to see, like, to watch that episode with sort of subtitles.
Yeah.
Just to see what the original episode,
what was going on there,
was actually like, and see if it made more sense.
Because I imagine it can't have made less sense.
Exactly, yeah. But it might have been better. I mean, there's not a lot of sort of these anime cartoons that, even if they're not great, they tend to be, pretty good.
Yeah.
When you actually sit down and watch them, but this was crunch time.
Yeah, yeah.
I suppose. Shall we hit the ratings and talk some more?
Toon Jam. Toon Jam.
Here on Toon Jam, we have a 3-point immaculate rating system. Thumbs up. Yeah.
Yes.
Good stuff. Thumbs down. Mm-mm. That's bad for the environment. Shaky middle. Will I get my pizza?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. So, let's start with you as always, Mr. J-Man.
Yes.
What is your rating for Samurai Pizza Cats Episode 1, Stop Dragging My Cat Around?
Well, I think you've got to take on board the fact that it was, there was some sort of translation issues here, which does seem to sort of just feel like it comes across in the actual complexities of chaos that is sort of ensued in the animation. The dialogue is very fast, almost too fast to keep up with at times, and the jokes that was kind of put in there are usually glossed over by either another joke about itself or the action that's going on at the same time. The general premise isn't something that sort of seems to have solidified in any way, so it's not really something you can really sink your teeth into and think like, oh yeah, like just like the Samurai Pizza Cats. Like, it's not really something that sort of sticks with you. But because of how mental it is, in general, I think for me, it's going to be a thumbs up.
Thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Flipping, hey, that was
Samurai Pizza Cats.
A thumbs up?
Yes.
Go on. Tell me, how did it climb from?
It's as much as the the bizarreness of it is. I think the insanity just kept me going. I think that. I actually finished the episode thinking like, I wonder what they do next, because surely they're gonna clear it up. But on the coming up next episode, there was people rolled into like sushi and.
Well, the coming up next, from what I could see, was they had to deliver a pizza. Which was to a girl they fancied. And then they had to fight a giant monster in the streets as a Samurai Pizza Cat. So,
I mean, that's the classic Power Rangers formula that's managed to last like, 27 seasons.
Just keep doing the same thing.
But no, to be fair, like it did make me laugh on several occasions, like the stupidity of it. And I think somehow, I mean, maybe it's just my own sensibilities, but I did sink into the nonsense real quickly, and therefore felt fairly comfortable with like, oh, this is just stupid. Like, I was just fairly happy with just how silly it was. And so I think if you sort of take it from there, then you end up with that. I don't think there's a better show. Just how unadulterated 5-star nutcase you can go. So you know, if there was if you wanted to show the end of the spectrum, I think this is definitely on one far end of the scale.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
And you know, it knows what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it will tell you several times whether you want to hear it or not. But it does reference like the stuff that it's come from, and no doubt was an inspiration for the stuff to go with.
Yeah.
And you've got the anime style that they sort of chose to stick with is. You know, I mean, that continues till today. Like some of the stuff, you know, the way that they do it. So, I mean, I think there's bits and pieces in there for people to love.
Yeah.
You know, if you can ignore the general. It's, you know, maybe it's like picking out the pepperoni off your pizza. You know.
Yeah.
You just.
I see.
If you're happy with those bits, like you can, you know, you have a good time. Yeah. Have an enjoyment. But how do you vote?
Well. I think it does do something bold where obviously it's been for the creators sort of dealt something of a bad hand in having to translate something that has no translation, if that is the case. So you've got to sort of give it to them for trying, but it's done in such a, I feel, terrible way. Really, like this script is, because I see what they're doing and I see what they've had to do, but it's bad anyway. And even though they're trying, you know, to sort of fit the style, it's just not done well. The animation is fine. I've got like no. I like I say, I would be interested to see. It would be interesting to see the original. Yeah. But for rating the American, the American version. I am firmly a thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Planted so deep. I really did not enjoy this. Mainly just because I found everything in it so irritating. Although the animation, the characters, I enjoyed all that. Yeah. Even because that was the wacky bit, that was enjoyable. But the script aggravated me so much. Yeah. Because it didn't balance its jokes well. They just kept making the same joke over, and I just thought, if it's tired by the end of its first episode, how could it get any better? I didn't get on with it at all. And there was bits in it that felt like that could have been the original, and that was enjoyable. But it was so littered with crap jokes that it just didn't sit well with me. Yeah. And didn't enjoy it at all. Thumbs down. Thumbs down from me.
I don't know if there's been such a polarized
thumbs down.
Probably has.
Probably
in
has.
the earlier ones.
Maybe. But
it doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't happen very often.
Samurai Pizza Cat.
A Samurai Pizza Cat. A Marmite of cartoons.
Yeah, an extra sharp cut right down the middle there. Yeah. So
clearly, if you don't like anchovies, even when you pull them off the pizza, you can still taste them.
That's it. They still linger. So.
Even though I do, but
yeah, I do too.
As far as metaphors go.
Yeah.
So it's a thumbs up for anchovies.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Controversial. No, but yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Sponsor. The big anchovy.
The anchovy industry. But yeah, so that's what were your thoughts? Did you agree with me? Did you agree with Jordan? Or were you perhaps the shaky middle?
Yeah. If you know of any other sort of Marmite style shows that may split us into twain, like Samurai Pizza Cats, then let us know on the 3 cats.
The 3 pepperoncinis, whatever the names are,
of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram
at Toon Jam Pod.
Yes.
And don't forget, you can also support us on Patreon. If you want some extra episodes. Yeah. Or, if you wanted to give a little bit less, just to help us keep the lights on, as they say.
That's it.
Not that it matters for you, because we are an audio format, so we could technically do it in the dark.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But it helps keep the headphones on.
That's true.
How's that?
Yeah.
Perhaps better.
Yes. Yeah.
Perhaps better. But yeah, like I say, we're trying to get through some of the episodes that you have requested now. So please keep them coming in.
Yeah.
We've got plenty more to come, and
don't be afraid to to put out some of your favourites or your least favourites. We'll as long as it's
that's
available,
it. If you just
we'll
want
watch anything.
Maybe you want us to cover something that you absolutely hate.
Yeah.
We're happy to do that. Join us next week for a spooky, spectacular, spooky. You get plenty of that next Wednesday for a Halloween special on Halloween as well.
Yeah.
Even better.
Right on time.
Super spooky. So if you listen to it the day after it's released, it's already out of date.
Yep. You've ruined it.
Yeah. So listen to it on release day.
Yeah, Wednesday.
That's the challenge.
Next week, get ready.
Get ready for Halloween themes. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's everything.
I mean, I do kind of want a pizza now.
Yeah, well,
I
99% of the time,
yeah,
I want a pizza.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true. Except when there's cats and samurais involved.
Yeah. But if there's tasty anchovies, I'm always there. So until next time, stay salty.
Hey everyone, thank you for listening to Toon Jam. And if you want to continue to help us out, you can help us by jumping over to our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/toonjampod. And if you can rate and review us everywhere you listen to your podcasts, so on iTunes or on the Android apps, that'll be a massive help too. Thank you, and stay jammy.